All right, Kristen will not have it. She will not have it. You know, we've done this whole thing here where we've been trying to set Riley Green, the country music star, up with Abby. It hasn't gone as well as we wanted it to. Not in the real world, anyway.
So this poor man is going to send me a restraining order. It's like, leave me alone. I wanted none of this.
He don't listen to our show.
Yeah, no.
So I wanted to do some fan fiction for Abby. I shared with you my Henry Cavill fantasy. I like to think that I pay attention to detail. So I think I could come up with a fun alternative ending to reality. But then plot twist. I got an email from our social media director, Rebecca, saying, "Hi, Kristen. Totally do not want to step on your toes, but if you want me to assist with the Riley/Abby fan fiction, I used to write popular fan fiction on Tumblr back in the day."
Of course she did. Of course she did.
In parentheses, very embarrassing, LOL. And I think I could write something pretty short and funny. Just wanted to offer, I know this is your wheelhouse. To which I replied, OMG, please. If you would like to write one, go for it. She said, okay, awesome. I'll whip it up and send it to you this afternoon to take a look.
Tommy, Rebecca's in there with you right now, right? Will you just turn around and ask her if she's ever won any award for anything?
Any award for anything? You ever won anything?
It doesn't have to be writing anything.
Doesn't have to be writing anything.
Oh, awards? No.
No, okay. I was going to try to embellish and say it was an award-winning writer. Because technically it would have been.
It would have been.
Even though it wasn't in writing.
Rebecca, I hereby award you Best Social Media Producer in Radio.
Award!
It has been said.
So this is coming from an award-winning writer.
It is. So Rebecca sent this to me last night.
What a sad statement. She's never won any award in anything.
Like you didn't even get like a prize on field day?
Yeah, nothing? No third place trophy?
Full
Nothing?
place.
Participation ribbon.
I won my middle school spelling bee.
She won the middle school spelling bee! Award-winning writer!
That's important for writing. You have to know how to spell.
Yes, you do. All right, so Rebecca sent me this last night.
Ironically, her winning word was receipt. So she has receipts that she...
Oh, I see. Okay, that was worth stopping for.
That's a hard word.
So I have the fan fiction written by our award-winning
There we
writer,
go.
social media director, Rebecca. Are you ready?
I don't think I ever will be, but here I am, ready to listen.
Hit me, Tommy. Title: The Cowboy and the Yapper.
This is classic. Classic Rebecca.
Tags: enemies to lovers, alternate universe, angst, romance. Is this fulfilling all your Wattpad fantasies?
Oh my God, enemies to lovers is such a big genre. People go feral over.
This is so funny.
POV: Riley Green. The anticipation was palpable as I stepped one extremely expensive yet tasteful cowboy boot after the other into the small, dingy grey room. I could hear the echoes of Inger fans mingling with the sounds of my band tuning their instruments on stage. I wish I could be with them where I truly belonged. Instead, I turned to face a barrage of heavily made-up hussies downing their black cherry Trulies in one unceremonious gulp as they spotted me entering their web.
This is surprisingly accurate.
Groupies, I thought. I took a deep breath. A hand grabbed my shoulder. Riley, my manager whispered, breaking my train of thought. You just need to mingle with the fans for 5 minutes and then I'll pull you out. Gritted my teeth with a pretend smile. I don't understand why I gotta be here, Chuck. They're all just gonna ask me about my corgi Carl the cowboy. Give them a chance. They paid a lot of money to come see you tonight. Well, not all of them. One of them is here for free. Well, at least she'll get her money's worth, I responded. My manager smiled dryly and shook his head. Good luck, he muttered, before pushing me into the lion's den. A tiny brunette was the first to bite. What are you doing here without Carl? She drawled drunkenly. I chuckled. Great question. I imagined Carl snapping at her ankles and had my first genuine laugh of the evening. That would have been swell, but I'm pretty happy it being just the two of us. She giggled cutely, and I noticed a spot of spinach in her teeth. Ha ha ha. I rolled my eyes and hoped she didn't notice. Immediately, something small in denim caught my attention. I looked to the entrance. There was this girl. Suddenly, the rest of the room fell away.
Small and denim. That's your new nickname.
She didn't immediately notice me, which I found strangely charming. In a room full of women fawning all over me, I was struck by the one girl who hadn't glanced my way. She had a face for radio, but nationally syndicated radio. The type of program that would probably have commercials on Hulu.
Or Facebook clips.
Surprisingly accurate.
Her medium-length blonde hair was effortlessly bouncy, her skin tanned in an artificial way I found extremely appealing. Her denim jumpsuit hugged her body in all the right ways. And her shoes were clearly chosen by a very stylish person. I couldn't help but think her nose was perfectly proportionate to her face. I whistled quietly under my breath. They don't make them like that no more. My body moved in her direction before my brain finished processing the beauty in front of me. Hi, I'm Riley Green. I extended my hand. She finally looked at me. Her bright blue eyes reminded me of the Gulf shores, just without the drunken miners. I'm Abby, she said, taking my hand. Her voice confident and captivating. Her fingertips traced mine, and I felt a jolt of electricity. She had a really weak handshake, but I didn't care. I could tell she wasn't farm folk. In the span of an instant, I imagined us raising our children on the ranch or baking bread with her soft city girl hands. I struggled to find words. So, do you have a cat? I sputtered, immediately regretting my strange question. Wouldn't you like to know? She said coyly, her eyes sparkling.
She's spicy.
I have a corgi, I replied weakly. I know, she said with a gentle smile. She stood on her tiptoes for a moment. I thought she might kiss me. I closed my eyes. She tipped my hat askew. See you around, cowboy. She purred before walking out of my sight. A similarly tiny, probably older, but equally beautiful woman followed close behind her. I watched them go. My manager broke my trance with a slap to the shoulder. Ready to go, Riley? He asked. I smiled. Chuck, I think I just wrote my next song. The end.
That was so good. That had no business being that entertaining.
All right. Would we like Rebecca to write a chapter 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? We demand it.
Rebecca, are you down to write a chapter 2, my dear?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this is happening. Even if it's not in the real world. This is happening.
That was so enjoyable.
Well, now we know why she's...
cowboy.
I'm so smooth in Wattpad fiction.
Now we know why she's won so many awards.
Yeah.
The Bert Show.